was a hot and bright summer day. The kind of day where the light doesn't just fall, it presses down. Outside, in front of his derelict building, everything seemed abandoned, still, too still. No voices, no cars, no movement, except one. There was only a little boy playing on the field below. Jason. He sat there, legs loosely folded, dust clinging to his skin. In his hands, his favorite collection of things. A magnifying glass, a small stone, and a piece of chewing gum. He had been playing with them for days now. Sometimes he just sat there doing nothing, listening to the wind scrape across the empty space, staring at something that wasn't really there. Other times, he burned ants. Holding the magnifying glass carefully, patiently, watching the light gather, tighten, until it became something sharp enough to hurt. And he liked it. Not loudly, not proudly, just quietly enjoyed it. But today was different. The sun, it looked strange. It had a faint glow to it, soft, almost inviting. As if you could look straight into it, if you dared. Jason squinted. For a moment he almost tried to look, but no. He had something else to do. He lowered his gaze back to the ground. Work. He picked up a few pebbles, small, uneven, warm from the heat, and placed them carefully in a straight line, one by one, precise, intentional. Then he grabbed his larger stone. With a dull thud, he smashed it against them, again and again, trying to make them jump like stones skipping across water. It didn't work. Still, he kept going, until he didn't. He stopped, bored. It came quickly. It always did. Jason stood up and began pacing slowly, chewing his gum. The gum his mother had given him that morning. It had no taste anymore. Flat, soggy, like something that had already been used up. He rolled it in his mouth, as if trying to find something left inside it. There wasn't. He learned, as he did before, to lean against a nearby tree when he was bored, and the bark scratched lightly against his back. And then an idea. Let me burn things again. He pushed himself off the tree and hurried back. Kneeling down, he grabbed his stone and without hesitation pulled the gum from his mouth. Slowly, he pressed it over the surface, stretching it, wrapping it, until the stone disappeared beneath a sticky, uneven layer. He tossed it lightly into the air, caught it. Again, caught it. small grin. "Now, let's see how it lights." He crouched lower, the magnifying glass in his hand, steady now, focused. He angled it carefully towards the sun, drawing the light down, condensing it, forcing it into a single point. Nothing. He adjusted. Still nothing. "Why isn't this working?" His voice cracked across the empty field. For a second, he looked around, almost searching for answers. Again, but then the light changed. He looked up. The clouds had shifted. The sun, now fully exposed, directly above him. This was it. He lowered the glass again, held it still, careful now, patient, and then there, a tiny point of brightness. Alive. He lay down on the ground, watching closely. The beam formed slowly, burning into the surface. He reached out, touched it. Ouch! He pulled his hand back. It worked, but then something wasn't right. The stone, it was glowing. Not bright, not like fire, but faintly from within. The chewing gum began to change, small cracks forming like embers beneath ash. Jason stared, completely still. Then it stopped. The glow faded, gone. Jason picked it up. It felt heavier. "I'm bored now." Finally, he slipped the stone into his pocket and turned towards the building. Back home, as he approached, his left leg dragged just a fraction behind the other. Not a limp, something else. On the stairs, he stumbled, caught the rail, pulled himself upward slowly. Yes, but this didn't feel like the last time. It was the wrong leg. He fell down the stairs last week. The door to his apartment stood open. As always, Jason dragged himself inside. It was on the 5th floor, and though his father wanted none of it, that quiet, constant tension with him and his mother kept everything moving, even if it shouldn't.